You're talking about Christian nationalism.
Absolutely.
Talking about
This is a bigger threat than Al-Qaeda to this country.
But that's not really what you want to tell the voters.
Well, but I'm not running for office, Bill. I'm answering a question on a television show. If I wasn't answering
the reason why you're on a television show is because you're a known strategist. So when we're asking for your strategy, and your strategy seems to be to tell the voters you don't know what you're talking about, and I don't think that's a good way to get elected. And I'm not a strategist.
Bill Maher brought this woke idiot James Carville on his show, and you know it's bad whenever you're so woke that Bill Maher has to check you live in front of his own audience here on Real Time with Bill Maher. But at certain points, you know, Bill Maher he's pretty good at reading his audience, and he could tell that the Real Time audience was not very happy with James Carville. And obviously we also have Dave Rubin on here too, who just also absolutely destroys this woke idiot. But let's get into this clip here from this Real Time with Bill Maher episode where Bill Maher destroys this woke idiot James Carville for absolutely insane statements made live on this show.
James, you famously said it's the economy, stupid, but voters seem to be responding to positive economic news. Voters don't seem to be responding to positive economic news in the polls. How do you explain this?
Well, you know, you got 60% of the Republicans that believe the Earth is 6,000 years old.
Oh, that's not a good answer.
I'm just when you say the polls, right? You look at 5.6% growth. All right, by any record, now people don't feel it. And I think we should have made a change. You and I agree on that. And I don't know how much of it is that they can't see beyond the president. I mean, the cost of living has hurt people, but you just can't look at this economy and go out and say this is a bad economy. That's impossible.
But that's not really what you want to tell the voters.
Well, but I'm not running for office, Bill. I'm answering a question on a television show. If I wasn't answering
the reason why you're on a television show is because you're a known strategist. So when we're asking for your strategy, and your strategy seems to be to tell the voters you don't know what you're talking about, and I don't think that's a good way to get elected. And I'm not a strategist.
I would not say that. But you can't.
You just said that, you idiot. And also at the same time, I don't know. I feel like I'm going absolutely insane. Let me know in the comments if you agree. How the hell do these people sit on shows like Bill Maher's show and like this idiot James Carville is saying, say so confidently that they don't know how someone can look at this economy and think it's a bad economy? How is this possible that people can be so wrong? Maybe I'm the wrong one. Like, I don't know. Like, this stuff actually has my head spinning because I'm the one that's trying to like buy real estate properties, and I like buying cars and stuff like that. Like I own my own business, so I'm trying to make investments, take that money off of the online business that I'm making this money, try to get it offline into real estate investments and stuff. And I'm seeing the interest rates, and I'm like, okay, this is very obviously not a good economy. Like, what? How do people like this or say this stuff so confidently when people like, you know, even if you're not someone who invests in real estate, if you're just someone who works a normal 9 to 5 and has a family and is trying to provide for their family, like just the price of groceries. I know that's such a tired talking point, but like it's the truth. Just the price of groceries, you know? And also if you're somebody who is trying to invest in real estate or you like to buy nice cars and stuff like that, it's the interest rates are out of control. Like truly, they're out of control. So I don't know how it actually makes my head spin. How do people sit up here so confidently and say stuff like this to Bill Maher's face in front of a live audience, knowing this is going to be on television, and just blatantly lie? I don't get it.
You just said it to me.
But he's not running for office. I know, but
people. Here's what I think it is. People, the things that like you can cite the statistics, and yes, inflation is going down, it's going in the right direction. But the things that people buy every day in this country: bullets, eggs. Gas.
Gas is down.
Not here.
I'm just telling you, the price of gas.
Yes,
we produce more. We pump more oil than we ever have in history, anywhere.
If you enjoy content like this, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a ton. Let's get back to the video.
Pump more oil in Saudi Arabia. All right, just so you know that. But if you ask people, do you think that the Democrats and Biden is, oh yeah, of course he is, 100%. I can't, the fact that people believe something doesn't make it a fact. There's a big story in the Wall Street Journal today. The crime rate has dropped significantly. Try to argue with someone, but The crimes per 100,000, I think, was 738, and you're down to 362 or something like that. Yeah, you got to sit here and act like I'm a factual klutz.
Also, like, this is just another blatant lie. Number one, the gas prices might be down, but, you know, in comparison to what they were previously, when they were astronomically high at all-time high records, yeah, I would hope that they're down from that. And also very predictable that they would be down closer to the election time. And then the entire time outside of that, they were just kind of kicking their feet up and letting interest rates skyrocket and gas prices skyrocket, grocery prices skyrocket, crime rates skyrocket. And now, instead of actually solving any of those issues, what do? They just, you know, it's super easy to solve problems when you're a Democrat, because all you have to do is this. Hey, Kamala Harris, there's a problem with illegals just rushing through the border at a crazy rate, and it's really causing the crime in the United States to go up a lot. We're kind of ignoring, you know, the homeless veterans, and we're really prioritizing a lot of the tax dollars towards these illegal immigrants who shouldn't be allowed to be here in the first place. And it's really easy to solve these problems as a Democrat, because all Kamala Harris has to say when asked about this is, no, there's not. And everybody just believes her. Hey, Kamala, there's a huge crime rate problem in the United States right now. No, there's not. Oh, okay. Problem solved. Like, that's genuinely how it works for these people's eyes. Like, it's insane. And people like James Carville will go on Bill Maher and continue to peddle these just straight up lies. Like, I just have to believe these people are not stupid enough to believe this. They have to just be peddling lies. Like, he has to know that he's lying to this audience. He has to.
Because somebody believes something that's not true? I don't buy that.
Okay. Well, then we'll move on.
Okay.
Mike. So, Mike Johnson, he's from your home state of Louisiana, the Speaker of the House. I read today he wrote a foreword in a book that subscribes to conspiracy theories and homophobic insults. I thought, Mike Johnson wrote the foreword to the Bible? Do you think Mike Johnson can hold his party together now that he has taken the mantle?
First of all, I don't think he can hold his party together. Second of all, you're exactly right. Mike Johnson and what he believes is one of the greatest threats we have today to the United States. I promise you, I know these people.
Well, you're talking about Christian nationalism.
Absolutely.
Talking about this
is a bigger threat than Al-Qaeda to this country. And let me tell you something. They're Speaker of the House. They got.
Notice how that didn't get much of an applause there. Is this guy really saying that Christian nationalists are a bigger threat to Al-Qaeda? Like, dude, oh man, these people are genuinely evil. Like, I'm just gonna say it. Like, I don't think this guy is brainwashed. I don't think he's fooled. I don't think he's been tricked. I think he's evil. He's an evil person. I don't think Christian nationalists are a threat at all. I think they're trying to save the country. I do. From my perspective, and let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, all a Christian nationalist is just thinking that America should be a primarily Christian nation, which it was like that. That's what it was founded. Like that's what it began as. That's what America is supposed to be. It's not saying that anybody who's not a Christian has to get the hell out. It's just saying that it should be a primarily Christian nation. Like, it should have Christian values, which has led the country into a very, it's the world superpower at the moment. Might not last for very long, but prior to this, the Christian values has got it to where it is now. And now they're trying to say that the Christian values that got this country to be where it is now, to where they live in it, if they didn't like it, they could leave. They got it to be this great country that it is now, that everybody wants to, that people are dying to get to. Literally, like these immigrants are trying to swim across large bodies of water and dying, knowing the risk whenever they go, because it's such a great country to get here. Christian values got us there. I don't think Christian nationalists, there's probably some out there for sure. There's always the extremes. The exceptions don't make the rule, though. I don't think Christian nationalists are saying anybody who's not a Christian has to get the hell out. They're just saying we should keep the Christian values in place. And I think a lot of them want a Christian president. And I don't think that's a bad thing to want. I don't. I really just don't. I think it's in line with how America has been up until now, where seems like the devil is kind of taking over everything, honestly.
Probably at least 2 Supreme Court justices, maybe more. Right? Don't kid yourself. And people in the press have no idea who this guy is, how he was formed, what the threat is, And this is a fundamental threat to the United States. It is a fundamental, they don't believe in a constitution. They'll tell you that. Mike Johnson himself says, what is democracy but two wolves and a lamb having lunch? That's what they really, really, really believe. And to say, oh, come on, man, that's just some crazy shit. No. They believe that, and they're coming, and they've been doing it forever. They're funded. They're relentless. And, they probably won't win for a while, but they might.
No,
this guy's such an idiot. This guy is, I'm going to let Bill talk here in a second. I hope he goes after him. I don't know if he does. This guy's such an idiot because this guy is trying to say that Mike Johnson is like a win for the Christian nationalist crowd. I'm here to tell you, most Christian nationalists do not like that guy at all. They don't like Mike Johnson. They don't like basically anyone who's in Congress or in the United States government at all, because Mike Johnson's just like everybody else. He sold out to Ukraine. He sold out to Ben Shapiro's favorite country. It's the same old story, man. Like this James Carville, he's really sitting on Bill Maher's show and saying that Mike Johnson, is a win for a Christian nationalist. Like, come on, dude. That's not the case. Like most Christian nationalists who know what's going on, that's not a win at all.
The whole country blows a gas.
You just have to look at that painting. I think it's a Kincaid painting that a lot of them like, where Jesus is handing the Constitution to Thomas Jefferson. I mean, if you can look at that and go, that's the way it probably happened.
It's not the way it, obviously we know that's not how it happened, but it's, America was founded on Christian values, and I'll fight people on that. So let me know in the comments what you think about Bill Maher even having to check this woke idiot James Carville live on Real Time with Bill Maher. And yeah, you can tell that by the audience's reaction. They're not liking this guy too much either. Let me know in the comments though what you think about this whole episode of Real Time with Bill Maher.